Hey everyone, it's Shadow from Pokemmo Investments. I hope you all are having a good day. Today we're going to do something a bit interesting. So, for those of you who have seen me in Pat's Discord, you know that I'm very big on flipping. It's practically everything I do in the game. So I figured, why not make a series out of it? My goal on this account is to get a golden dragon mask from scratch, doing nothing but flipping after the first 4 gyms are done. I'll be starting this account in Unova because I find it to be the most visually appealing. So without further ado, this is Flipping from Nothing to a Dragon Mask, Episode 1. Alrighty, hello everybody. So we just completed the first 2 battles in Unova, which is against our friends or whatever. And yeah, we're gonna have to talk to the professor to get the Pokédex and whatnot. And I'll see you guys at the first gym. Alright, so we went ahead and caught a second Pokemon, or well, third technically for the storyline, and has some very interesting IVs. Um, if this was a catch event, I'd clearly win 4th place, but unlucky. Alright, and that's the first gym completed in this series. Only 3 more to go until we unlock the GTL, and then the series can truly start. Alright, and that's the second gym completed. Alrighty, it's been a while since I've played on this account, probably 3-4 weeks, but yeah, we've just beat the 3rd gym. Now, there's only 1 gym left until we can start flipping on the GTL, so that's very cool, and I'll see y'all then. Alrighty, and here we are beating N. This is the last obstacle until we get to the 4th gym. And, you know, once again, then we can get GTL flipping. Alrighty, I believe this should be it. And it is. So, we've now officially completed 4 gyms, which allows us access onto the GTL, and we can actually start this series. I'll meet you guys back at the GTL in a few seconds. So I've sorted everything, and I've decided the only mons I'm really going to keep are the starter, and then this super low IV Patrat that I got at the beginning of the storyline. I should have a clip of that somewhere in this video. But yeah, the rest are relatively high stat mons, some 31s, and I'm going to go quickly list all of them, and we'll get our first bit of starting cash. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here real quick. I'm going to sell everything. Literally everything. And that's okay, because we will not be playing the game as intended. So we'll stack up a little bit more money, and we'll have a nice, clean inventory. So let's do that. And yes, I could list these on the GTL, but I don't really have any intention of doing that, as it'll take a while, and I just want to make this clip. Alrighty, so we have nothing, we've gotten some cash. I am aware that I can get the XP share in the last city, whatever it's called, Castelia City, but I think that's too much of an advantage for this series, so I'm going to limit myself on that and not get it. And yeah, I'll be back when all of these sell. Good morning, everybody. It's the morning of the next day, and let's go and see what we've sold. So we've sold most of our mons, you know, not too bad. We are now up to 59k, and I'm gonna start flipping. I think I'm gonna work on some Ditto flips, maybe some Beldum flips, We'll see. I should have a Ditto video coming out pretty soon. By the time this series is released, you know, the Ditto video should be out. So, yeah, let's start flipping. Alright, so let me give you a quick rundown of how I actually flip. So, these are my settings, they're all basic. The only thing I have is sort by newest, right? And I'll click refresh once. It'll be highlighted, which means I can then hit spacebar, so it makes it faster for them to refresh, and I can hover over their stats. And yeah, so we'll find something like this, which has some alright stats. I mean, all around it's not too bad. And I think I can list this for a fair bit. I'll probably list it for 15k, more or less. Oh, what's the nature? Yeah, 15k seems about right. So, yeah. Alrighty, and we also scored a nice little mudkip here with very decent stats. The only thing, it's pretty low speed, but yeah, bought it for 3.5k, I believe, and we'll flip it for a fair bit more. Alrighty, so we bought this nice little shroomish here for, well, I'll have to check the recording for how much, but I believe it was 6k. Pretty decent nature, you know, pretty decent stats. I think this can go for about 30k, so that'll be one of the biggest flips so far. Alrighty, so that is a 2x31 Ditto. It is a mixed attacker, so it doesn't go for that much, but considering you bought it for 20k, I believe we can sell it for 29k, maybe 30k. Just quickly price check that. Huh. You know, that's a little rough. We'll see. Alrighty, this is a nice little Ditto for 4k. You know, 30 defense, 31 attack, some high speed, some high special attack. It should, ooh, modest as well. That might add a little bit just for the nature. But, we'll see. I think we can sell this for, I'd say about 14k. Alrighty everyone, it's been a little bit, about a day or so. I just kind of let this sit here, and these cheaper mods haven't really sold. This Ditto flip hasn't really sold. I might have to reprice it, or just wait for the Ditto market to, you know, kind of pick back up a little. This Ditto, the one for 27k, is the 2x31 that I bought. I didn't realize that the market on the Dittos had gone down a little bit, so we sold this one at a break-even point. I'm quite happy that we got rid of it, you know, no loss, so that's great. So let's collect this. I believe we had 59k at the start before we bought all of these to flip, and now we have 91k. So you know, we're up a fair bit. It's not too bad. It's a pretty good start. So I'll get back to flipping, and yeah, I'll come back with new flips. Oh boy. Alrighty. So this is a bit of a steal. Just check. Yeah, we have a level 1 Smeargle. You know, it's not too bad. Has decent all-around stats. The only thing is, it has a negative nature. But that's perfectly fine. It doesn't really have any moves. And it'll most likely get rebred. But, pretty good steal for 25k. Alrighty, this is another very good steal. So this is a 2x30 with very good all-around stats, base of 22. Yeah, I believe we got it for really cheap. I'm gonna have to check back on the recording, but yeah, this is a really desired mon, because it evolves into Lucario, I believe. I mean, maybe I'm smoking crack, let me see. No, it does evolve into Lucario, yeah. You know what, let's quickly price check this, just to show you guys how good this is. So, let's start with 20, 30 is very important. This defense isn't as important, so we'll go down a bit on it. And then let's check by lowest. There's no real Riolu Lucario to really check on, but yeah, these are clearly overpriced. But from my experience, this should easily sell for about 70k. So I'm gonna list it for that, and I'll come back when, you know, that sells. Alrighty, so I saw this on the GTL, and I just want to do a quick price check. I do believe this is an absolute steal for what it is, so I'm just gonna, you know, quickly price check it with y'all, so you can sort of, you know, get my thoughts on it. So let me lower special attack, see if we have anything else. So this Chansey is a little bit comparable. It has slightly lower HP, but overall these stats are much better. We bought our Chansey for 12k, and I think we can pretty easily sell it for 35k. So, you know, not too bad, not too bad. You can get these pretty good snipes when there are swarms. Usually people list them super cheap because they don't really price check them. So that's pretty solid. Alrighty, so just quickly bought this Ditto for 2k, I believe it was. It's 31 HP, and it has decent defense, so we can just instantly relist this for about 7k, make a small profit, you know, just, yeah, keep the money churner going. Alrighty, I'm gonna, oh, well, of course, that happens quite a lot. Ooh, this is a good Shroomish. Alrighty, I'm gonna probably edit out that other part, but yeah, this is a decent IV Shroomish. It's 31. I believe we bought it for 5k. Should be able to list it for about 15k. Alrighty, 2.5k for a 2x30 HP and special attack, Dragonair. It has pretty bad nature, but overall, the fact that this is a Dragonair and it has relatively high base stats makes us a decent mediocre comp. I'm not completely sure as to what to price it on, but just going based off what I know for a quick sell, I think 23k is relatively reasonable. Should sell pretty quick. Yep. Oh boy. Alrighty. An attack and speed. Chandelure. You know, this isn't too bad. It has a timid nature, so it could be used as a mediocre comp, even though most of these are going to be special. Yeah, but 19k doesn't seem too bad. I feel like we could probably sell it for 25k and make a little bit of money. Alrighty, and that Chandelure literally instantly sold. I don't know if anyone saw that or not, but that's pretty good. Generally, I try to avoid flipping Chaos Egg Group because I don't really like it. I feel like it's a very, very cheap egg group, I would say. But I just had Petrowski quickly help me with a price check for the Riolu, and I will be taking it down, and I will be listing it for about 110k, or sorry, no, yeah, 110k. And though I do lose a bit on listing fees, this should be more of an accurate price. And yeah, we're trying to get as much as we can for this series to you know, power through it. So yeah, slight correction, that's all. Hey everybody. So it's been about a day since the last collection slash update clip. So we ended day 2 of flipping series off at about 91k to our name. So currently we're at 25k more or less, but if we go here to our listings, we'll see that a fair few things have sold. So just as a quick recap, this Riolu, we've almost 16x'd our money. For the Smeargle, we have just about 3x'd it. For the Dragonair, we have 10 times their money, and for the Mudkip, we have 5 times their money. So yeah, the flips are going very, very good. I'm going to collect now and see how much we were at. So we started at 91k from the last update, and now, whew, we are at 243k. Now that's pretty good for just being a new account and just flipping. I don't know when I'm going to end off the first episode, but I think maybe at 500k, but we'll see, we'll see. Though so far things are going very, very good. We've gotten some very great flips, and yeah, I'll get back to flipping, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, so we just bought this Venipede for 1k, and it has some decent all-around stats. I guess either someone was just trying to clear out a box or something of the sort. But yeah, I feel that this could easily fetch, I would say 16k. Oops. So once it sells, we'll be 16xing our money. Well, 15 if you don't count the listing fee, or if you do, sorry. But yeah, let's get back to flipping. Alrighty, we just got a 2x30 Ditto for 4k, I believe. What's the nature? Plus speed. So the nature is a little bit, confused, a little bit conflicting, but I feel that we should pretty easily sell this for about 12k. So yeah. Ooh, we got a very nice female Shroomish here with 30 attack, 28 speed, and 26 HP. Definitely a pretty good snipe. Let me check the nature, sorry. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a slow night so far, but, we're getting the flips done. This should sell for, I'd say 21k is a pretty fair price. Ooh, we have a very nice Dratini here. It's modest nature, with very high attack stats and a very high speed stat. So, Dratini is one of my favorite mons to flip because everyone seems to sell them relatively low, but you can get a very nice price for them. So let me just check this again. 30. I'd say 20k is a relatively fair price. It might take a little bit to sell, but that's perfectly fine. Alrighty, let's take a quick peek at this. So, for some reason, Archon and its evolutions are they seem somewhat desired. They sell relatively quickly, and these with noted stats, or well, notable stats, go for a pretty penny. So I don't completely remember what we bought it for. I think it was like 2 or 4k or something. But this should go pretty quickly, pretty easily for a nice little 17k. Yeah, back to flipping. Actually, let's see if we can snipe this real quick. Alright. So we have a pretty decent semi-comp mon here. Generally, it's pretty easy to snipe these kind of mons, and it's very easy to flip them. So the nature does not help, really. But other than that, it's got pretty decent stats. So I'm going to list it for 26k, and it should sell. Alrighty, another noted mudkip, and it has modest nature. So, yeah, that's pretty alright. Has very high special attack. Overall, some decent speed. So, we bought it for 3 to 4k, I believe, maybe even 5k. And this can pretty easily sell for about 13k. Alrighty, so we just got a 3x30 for 6k. Tyranitar, I believe, is a physical attacker, so the 20 speed and 30 attack and HP is quite good. I feel like we could definitely... Oh, there we go. That's our Archon. I feel like we could definitely flip this for a very solid 32k, I'd say. But, yeah. And right after listing that, what's it called? The Pupitar we just got, we got a very nice Adamant Ditto with very, very nice stats overall. I mean, it might be used as a trick Maroonmon or something of the sort. You'll see why that matters in the Ditto video that um, might be up already. I've been working on it for a fair bit. But anyway, this is a different series. This could quite easily, I'd say it could quite easily go for 36k. But just in case, I will price check this. So as you see, I round down on all my price checks. Defense doesn't matter. It doesn't particularly matter. Search lowest 7k. But none of these are modest. Sorry, adamant. Adamant. Um, you know what? I may not have taken into account how weak the Ditto market is right now, since the event's coming up. No one's really breeding anything. So, unfortunately, I retract my statement of 36k, and I'm gonna try for 21k. I mean, I think that's still a very fair price. And, yeah. Hello? Game? Oh, right. Oh, man, I'm tired. Oh, boy. Okay, a 3x30 starter, for 2 or 3k. That's pretty good. I'm gonna just instantly quick flip it for, I'd say 20k is a fair price. Ooh, this is a very nice Ditto for 6.5k. Hasty Nature is pretty good. Yeah, the lowest stats are defense and special defense, which isn't really that useful, at least not for most people. So this should be a pretty quick 30k flip. And yeah. Alright, 11k for, Lax, which isn't the best nature. But this is definitely a very nice PvP mon. I mean, 31 HP, 30 attack, 30 speed. Yeah, this is a pretty good mediocre comp. I'm actually gonna list it for about 42k. I feel like that's a fair price, and it should sell. But, yeah, with that, I think I'm gonna head off to bed. So, I'll get back to you guys in the morning, and we'll see what sells. Good evening, everybody. It's been about a day, so this is day 4 of flipping. I don't do this for that much time, believe it or not. I think I do 20-30 minutes of progress a day, more or less. But, anyway, let's check the GTL and let's see if anything's sold. So, we have a fair few things that have sold. It's not like a significant amount, but it's still, a juicy bit. So, at the end of day 3, we were at 243k, and now we are up to 269k. Now, that's not stellar compared to the growth of the last price check we did, but slow and steady wins the race, and we're going to keep tugging along, so yeah. Alrighty, and that's a nice little 5k Ditto we've got, and yeah, it shouldn't, let's quickly price check this, because I haven't been on in a while. No. Let's see. $20, search, lowest. Ooh, so this is definitely underpriced, I would say. Yeah, I feel like that's underpriced. But maybe they're not. Maybe they're not. Yeah, the event market is kind of screwing everything over. But, you know what? I bought it for 5k. I'm pretty confident I can sell it for 15k. So, making back our money, not too bad. Ooh, a very nice Ditto here. So attack is pretty high, speed is pretty high, and HP is pretty high. So essentially it's a beginner comp, which means I am pretty confident that we can list this for a very juicy 24k. That's all. Alrighty, we've got another Ditto flip here, and these are pretty common, pretty standard. You'll see them a fair bit. High attack, high HP, high speed. Dump them in for around 21k, and we'll make a fair bit of profit. Alrighty, so 31 with all around somewhat decent stats. I mean, low speed, low HP. But this little middle section is alright. I mean, we paid like 2k. We should be able to squeeze a nice 6,500 out of it. This is a very nice shroomish as well. Let's see, it's female. Nature doesn't really help it that much. Sorry for the noise, that's my dog. But high attack, high speed, overall it's okay. Should sell pretty quickly for 23k. Alrighty, it seems like today we're gonna churn and burn through some shroomishes. So, female, again, naughty nature, which is pretty good. Decent attack, good HP, good speed. This one, pretty easily go for 31k. Actually, the nature is alright, so I'd go 35k. Alrighty, so I think we're gonna go pick this Ditto up. And it has relatively low special defense and super low speed, so this is actually pretty good, because it can be used as a Trick Room mon, or like a Trick Room breeder. Granted, not that many people want Trick Room mons, so I'd keep it at a nice little 16k, I think is relatively fair. Ooh, this is a very nice Larvesta here. What is it? Calm Nature. Alright, this was a bit of an impulse buy. It's not that great. You don't want attack on this, but the other stats are all around pretty okay, and it can be used as like a starting breed. So I'm just going to put it in for 13k and make a little bit of money off it. Alrighty, so we got a 1x30 and 1x31 Machoke here for, I believe it was like 2 or 3k, so I'm just going to instantly dump it for 7k and make most of my money back. Or sorry, all of my money back and some profit. Ooh, this is such a good Meowth. So a lot of people don't pay attention to this, but this Meowth has pickup. It has decent attack, decent speed, and the nature is alright, increases the speed. Most people just dump these for super cheap. I think I got this one for 5-6k. I know, I have terrible memory. It's late at night and I'm tired. But, 7k actually. But anyway, this should be a pretty easy sell at 24k, surprisingly enough, solely because of pickup and the decent stats. Actually, you know, I feel confident that it'll sell at 30k. Oh, this is also a very nice Gyarados. I mean, the nature doesn't really help, but very high speed, very high attack, very high HP, all around decent stats. It's level 31. No, it started to be EV trained. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is definitely closer to a 55k mon right there. But yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Alrighty, so this is level 55 shoulder. The nature is okay. I mean, it's a little bit weird, but it has the skill link, which is very desired. It has high attack, has high speed, so I mean, it should be pretty easy to sell at 24k. As you can see in this recent clips, I'm kind of doing smaller flips, like they're not super high margin or anything, and that's okay, because for this series in particular, I'm just trying to churn and burn money and make clips and, you know, kind of show you guys my thought process on a bunch of different mons, so you guys can kind of learn how I price things and generally how it would work. Alright, we're picking up another noted Larvesta. I mean, has Hardy, so it doesn't affect it. Again, attack is not something you generally want on this mon, but most people still buy it up as a mediocre comp. The reason you don't want attack is because foul play, or was it foul play? something of the sort. There's some attack that deals damage based off your attack stat, and Larvest is a special attacker, so you don't need it. But anyway, high HP, high special attack, decent speed. Bought this for 6k. Should be pretty easy flip at 25k. Ooh, very nice. Picked this up for 3 point something k. Again, noted, people don't pay attention on 31 stats. I mean, this is EV trained. No, it's not EV trained. Pikachu is, not bad desired as a PvP mon, but it's still pretty useful. It has very high special attack and normal attack. So, I mean, should be pretty easy at 26k. It's not the max I could get. In fact, it's pretty cheap. But just to make sure it'll sell by the morning. But yeah. I can't remember if Starmie's a physical attacker or not. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it's a special attacker for the most part. But doesn't really matter. High HP, high speed. Could be used as baseline. Probably won't get that much out of it. But for 4k, it's not a bad price. I'd, in fact, put it at 13k. Ooh, this is a very nice Meowth. Quiet, so not very good. But 31 attack, 30 speed with pickup. Definitely pretty helpful. Does this have payday? No. But either way, level 50, you could put the move back onto it. It should be pretty easy sell at 45k, and we'll double our money. Ooh, this is a very nice Ditto. So docile, no changes, special attack, it's decent all around. I think we paid 6k. We could quickly flip that for 15k. Male 2x30 for 1k. Definitely not too bad. The nature isn't the best, but definitely a pretty solid beginner comp. So I'm gonna be honest, we can probably sell this really easily for 16k. But yeah, I mean, we've listed a fair few mons, and in the morning they should sell. The main problem with flipping as a beginner, or like with low starting cash, is you want to tie up as much capital as possible in flips, so over time you can make the most out of your money while you're, logged out, asleep, doing whatever. But yeah, let's just hope a fair few of these sell during the night, so we can get back to it in the morning. Good night, y'all. Alrighty, quick purchase, 1.8k. I mean, it's Moxie, so that's very desired ability with high attack and max speed. We didn't pay too much for it, so I'd list it for 7k and it should fly. Alrighty, this is a Archon we bought for 2k. It has pretty decent stats. I mean, nothing spectacular, but for some reason, Archons are pretty popular. I'm not completely sure why. I know some people use them for gym reruns, but I don't think they're that popular. But anyway, high speed, high attack, high HP. Should go pretty easily for 11k. Alrighty everybody, it is now day 5, and we have a full page of flips to claim. So, it's not going to be accurate, the money up here isn't going to be accurate, so I'm not really going to tally it up yet. I'll probably wait for the end of this video, which should be at around 500k, I'd say, and then I'll claim everything and, do a little update. But let's claim it all, and let's see how much we made. Damn. 213k. That's pretty good, considering we still have almost 3 full pages worth of listings. But, yeah, let's get back to flipping. Alrighty, bit of a juicy little snipe here. Calm nature, so it is what it is, but there is 0 speed, so so this could be used as a nice little trick room breeder. Granted, the HP isn't great, but, overall, very, very nice. We sniped it for about 4k, so quickly listing it for 16k, and it should sell very quickly. Alrighty, another Ditto snipe, this time Hasty Nature, but, another Trick Room beginner comp, I'd suppose. 15k because it's not 0 speed, and the attacks are slightly, or sorry, the stats are slightly lower, but overall I'm pretty good. Alrighty, this is a pretty decent horsey, and the person who sold it kind of knew that. So, naive nature, pretty good considering, the stats are alright. It doesn't really affect it, but naive is a bit of a positive stat on this. I'd say this is a mediocre comp, and I'd be pretty confident in listing it for 32k. Alrighty, so 3k for a 2x30 in attack and speed, pretty good. Also a male, so that increases the price a little bit. The nature isn't great, but it is a decent baseline breeder. I feel pretty confident in listing it for 25k, and yeah. Alrighty, I'm gonna buy this for 17k. I know that's kinda weird, but, the attack and the speed is alright, and already has Sword's Drill on it, or sorry, Sword's Dance. That's not a big factor, I'm pretty sure it just learns it. But, pretty close to level 50, could be used as a mediocre comp. I'm gonna squeeze like 26k out of it. It's not even doubling my money, but I do generally just like parking money, so it can grow. Ooh, that's a very interesting Ditto. So, naive again, not great for what this is, but 30 special defense, 31 special attack, and 23, 24, 25. Very interesting stat distribution. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really priced one of these in a while, so let me see what I can do. Alrighty. 44k. Interesting. Damn, okay. Yeah, this kind of confirms more or less what I thought. I can easily list this for 35k, should sell. Alrighty, bit of a slow day, but the Ditto flips are definitely chugging along. 31 special, mediocre comp, same shit, different day. Pretty easy, 20k. Almost listed that for the wrong price. The market's a bit slow right now, so I'm gonna come back later and continue this. But yeah, see you guys in a bit. Ooh, I'm a bit of a liar, and that was a very nice snipe. So, brave nature, but 31 defense and 31 special defense with 30 special attack. I mean, not really desirable stats. I don't believe Melodic needs that. But, it's a 2x31. I paid, what was it, 15k for? So, I should pretty easily sell this for 35k. Good morning, everybody. This is now day 6 of the flipping series, or at least of the flipping series with access to the GTL. And overnight, a fair few things sold, so let's go ahead and claim it. So yesterday was kind of a slow day. We had 300k with 4 pages of Mons listed. It seems we're down to 3 pages now after we claim this, so let's go ahead and hit that. 410k. Alrighty, so this is a fully EV trained little Toad Kiss here, special attack, speed. Stats aren't stellar, but for 11k, it's EV trained. It should go pretty easily for, I'd say 26k is pretty fair. Oh, number keys are disabled. Yeah, 26k should be fine. I mean, it's leveled up, it has Wish, that's nice. Yeah. Alright, pretty high IV Jinx here. I mean, has alright special attack and speed, but overall, for 6k, I think we could easily turn that around into 13k, double our money. Alrighty, very interesting. 1.1k for a 1x30 with decent all-around stats. I mean, it's male, so it's going to be a pretty good breeder. I could see this easily going for, let me look. I could see this easily going for about 20k. Actually that'll take too long. I think 17k should be fair. But yeah. Alright, another Riolu. Lonely nature, so pretty good. Decent attack. The last three stats are 16, that's interesting. It's not stellar, it might be like a really beginner comp, but because of the nature and because it has a decent attack, and it's just Riolu, it's quite desired. 2k is not bad at all for that. I could see this going for 14k pretty easily. Interesting, male Zora with decent nature. Has a 31, it's male, decent stats otherwise. Uh, yeah, I mean, this Zora is somewhat sought after. I'm not completely sure why. I believe it's because of PvP, so these stats are pretty okay for that. Um, yeah, just quickly listing it for 16k, it should sell almost instantly. Ooh, very nice Ditto. Careful nature, so it is what it is. But super nice stats. I mean, you could just slap on, you know, high defense, 31 speed, something of the sort, and be comp ready. We bought this for like 4k, and honestly, this could probably go for 36k, you know. Yeah. Alrighty, so I'm gonna get this. You know, no stat changes, that's fine. The speed is super low, but it's a starter, it turns into Blaziken, it's very desired, so we could easily sell this for 15k. The reason I don't really price my mons is because I already have a general idea of what they go for, and yeah, I don't really want to spend the time to, you know, milk as much Pokemon as possible. This series is kind of just giving everyone a general idea of how I price my mons and what I would do. And since it's a series, I do kind of need to continuously get this money back so we can put into more and bigger investments. But yeah, ooh, this is quite a nice Ditto for 11k. I mean, damn, 30 speed, 24 attack, 26 HP, high defense and high special defense. Serious nature, so it doesn't really affect it. Um, yeah, this is quite good for 11k. I'm gonna toss it in for 36k, same as the other Ditto. And yeah, good evening, everyone. It's the end of the first day of the lunar event, and the market's been really crazy. But yeah, Golden Tiger Mask nearing 7 mil, even though it's in the RP shop. But yeah, this is a wild case study. But yeah, let's claim this. So we have a page worth of stuff to claim, and I believe this is gonna put us at 500k Pokemon, which means I will end the first episode of the series, and we'll move on to bigger and better things after the lunar event has ended. So 351k, and we're now at 517k. So that's pretty good from starting from nothing. Alrighty, and that's the end of the video. It was a very different style video, and it took me a long time to record and edit, but I really hoped you guys enjoyed. During the filming and editing of this video, I've gotten like 20,000 encounters while shunting on my main. I've gotten a beaver pet on old school RuneScape, and yeah, a lot has changed. But now the event is over, and I'm back on the account, and I'm very excited. I don't know if I should continue making this style of video, where I just talk and explain things, or if I should make it a little bit more of a montage, but let me know in the comments down below. If you're still watching, say Beaver Pet in the comment down below, so I know you're still watching. That would be crazy. But yeah, for whoever's left watching, have a great day.